Our delegation from Al Jazeera is at the International Criminal Court right now. These are live pictures you are looking at from The Hague. The team handing over paperwork related to the killing of its correspondent, Shireen Abu Akleh. This is live now from The Hague. Rob McBride is live for us in occupied East Jerusalem. So, Rob, just give us a little bit more on what we're expected to see happen here.
Yeah, this is handing over some of the casework that has been gathered in the months since the killing, some of the evidence surrounding Shireen's killing. Handing it over to representatives of the International Criminal Court. There'll also be a news conference being held later today by the Al Jazeera delegation, really to outline and explain why they believe that the International Criminal Court could and should be holding their own investigation into this killing. It is being closely followed from here in Jerusalem and also in the occupied West Bank, because, of course, it has been an uphill struggle to get any kind of accountability and justice ever since the killing took place on May the 11th in the occupied West Bank town of Jenin, where Shireen was covering a raid by Israeli forces along with other journalists. She was clearly identified on her body armor and on her helmet as being a journalist when she was shot and killed. And ever since then, right from the very start, the official Israeli narrative about how she came to be shot and killed has changed. Initially, they started to talk about maybe being caught in crossfire between Israeli soldiers and armed Palestinians, and that maybe it was a Palestinian bullet. Well, that was quickly disproven by journalists who were there, and also by independent investigations that said there were no armed Palestinians in the vicinity. It was only Israeli soldiers. Then they said they didn't know how she came to have been shot. Finally, it was only in September that they came around to admitting, yes, it was likely an Israeli soldier killed Shireen, but no, there would be no criminal investigation.
And Rob, we know as well that the US Department of Justice also opened its own investigation into the killing. Just first of all, tell us why and how that is related in any way to this particular case.
Yeah, I mean, that is the big hope here, that this move by the United States might bring some kind of breakthrough. This is an investigation announced by the FBI. They announced in mid-November that they would be investigating this case. It has been welcomed by Shireen's family, saying that they hoped it would be a truly independent investigation. But it's not clear just how this FBI investigation is going to be conducted, given that the Israelis will not cooperate with it. They have criticized the decision. They say that they will not cooperate with this investigation. But international legal experts have said that an investigation like this being announced by the FBI, they wouldn't have gone ahead with this kind of announcement unless they thought there was some credible evidence that this was indeed a targeted killing. Other observers have mentioned since this announcement that, you know, with the close diplomatic and military links between the United States and Israel, the United States could bring a lot of pressure to bear on Israel to get them to cooperate. But it remains to be seen just if the Biden administration has that will, whether they will bring that pressure to try to get cooperation from the Israeli side.
Rob, thanks for that. Rob McBride, live for us there in occupied East Jerusalem. We've been looking at a delegation from Al Jazeera at the International Criminal Court handing over the paperwork related to the killing of correspondent Shireen Abu Akleh.